Hello? Okay, since we have no Mr. Nabil here, Miss Wenda, would you please lead us to do the praying first and then he is speaking. Come on, Miss Wenda, time is yours. Go on.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Everybody, let's prepare ourselves. But before we start our session today, let's pray. That's our religion. Based on our belief. Pray start. Finish. Thank you.
Okay, the next, come on. What will be the next, please? Hello? Our ritual, come on, what is it? Next.
Salam PPG Indonesia.
Yeah. Come on.
So will I lead Salam PPG, sir? Or
Okay.
I choose another one?
Okay, you may choose another one. Let's try to ask Miss Wiwit because she never lead us in doing that kind of stuff. Come on.
Okay, Miss Wiwit, time is yours.
Miss Wiwit. Come on.
Yes, sir. Okay, guys, let we open this meeting by through Salam PPG Daljab Indonesia. Oke, salam PPG Indonesia. Senyum, salam, sapa, semangat, sukses, surga. Thank you.
Why this the same, Miss Wiwit? Semangat, sukses, surga. It seems like you don't want to get the reward for all the things that you do. Okay, thank you. Next, come on. Who will be the next, please? Come on, who will be the next? Come on, who will be the next to lead us to conduct an ice breaking, please? Miss Eliza or Miss Novia? Hello?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Come on, Miss Eliza. You may lead us with the ice breaking, please.
I'm so sorry, sir,
Why?
because I have to take my child.
What is it?
Miss Sophia, can you help me?
Okay, come on. Come on, Miss Novia, you're gonna help Miss Eliza out here.
I don't know if this is going to be fun like Miss Nikma, but I have a song. I believe
Okay.
remember that song tik 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 bunyi hujan di atas genting. If wait, what is wrong? Wait, something is wrong with my we don't know. Okay. If we say a verb or I don't know, maybe noun is better. If we say noun, we need to clap. So tik 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 bunyi hujan di atas genting. When it's a noun, we need to clap.
Wait a second, it is genting or genteng?
Oh, genteng. I believe genteng, sir. Okay.
Okay.
So when it is a noun, we have to clap. But when we are singing, we can do this.
Okay. We can
Okay,
do
maybe
this.
this will start now. Okay, one, two, three. Tik 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 bunyi hujan di atas genteng. Airnya turun tidak terkira. Cobalah tengok, tengok dahan dan ranting. Pohon dan kebun basah semua. Okay, that's awesome.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, Miss Novia. That's a random ice breaking, I guess. Yeah, and then you may do that kind of ice breaking for the primary level. Yeah, not for some professional English teachers. Yeah. Okay. And welcome aboard, Miss Digma Habsian M.Pd. You're okay. Look at the
Thank you,
background.
sir.
It's in Lombok, right? That was the pink beach.
That's my dream beach. I haven't go there, so I just dreaming.
Okay. Okay, if you want to visit Lombok, maybe you can come to my parent house because my parents in Lombok. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. We are going to start the session then, everyone. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillahirrabbilalamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asrafil anbiya wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajmain. Amma ba'd. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning,
Okay.
sir.
Today we have to wait at least 30 minutes, I guess, to make sure that every participant joining this session, and then still we have no news from Mr. Nabil Rido. Yeah, Miss Novia, have him. Do you have any news from Mr. Nabil?
Mr.
No?
Nabil said that he needs to take care of something. Oh, he needs to take some presentation.
Okay, that's why he can't join us
Yeah.
earlier, I guess. Yeah, that's okay. And today we are going to have 4 or 5 more participants that are going to share their reflections. How many for today? 4 or 5 that we are going to have. On our last meeting, we already had 4 participants. Okay, so today we are going to have 5 students here. They're going to share the complete reflections based on the process of the first teaching practice, consists of the first meeting and then also second meeting. Yeah. But before that one, how was your weekend, Miss Girimanik? Hello. Any fun activities that you conducted with your family, with your kids?
Yes, sir.
Hmm?
Can you repeat once again? The
Okay,
question.
how was your weekend? Hmm? How was your
Wait.
weekend? Hello?
Yes, okay. Because I'm in teacher room, so there's so much noise, so I need to what is that? Handle my friends first. Yes. My weekend was so good because I was in Puncak yesterday.
Really, yesterday?
Yeah,
So where
I
is it
went
in
to
Puncak? I also spent my weekend in Puncak at Sheffield
I went
camp, and what is it? Sheffield, anyone knows
I
that one?
I went to Kopi Daong, sir.
Oh,
I
Kopitiam.
I went there at um 9 a.m. and went home maybe at 11 p.m. Yeah,
Okay.
first
What company
I
Miss
went to
Giri?
it's a secret.
Okay, thank you, Miss Girimanik, for sharing your weekend activities. And then what about Miss Wenda? How's your weekend, Miss Wenda? Miss Wenda, hello?
Yes, just
Hmm?
so, sir. I spent my weekend at home.
Wow. Why did you spend the weekend in your home? Why? Hmm?
Why?
Yeah, why?
Um,
No such kind of, what is it? An outdoor kind of activity?
no, I think, but I had lunch outside with my family. But
Okay.
I spent the rest of the time at home.
Thank you. Next, Miss Novia, how was the weekend? Miss Novia?
Oh, my weekend was so fun.
Oh, okay.
I was at my best friend engagement day right after we finished our Zoom meeting on Saturday, and then after that, I stay at my friend's house, and I went home at maybe I believe 9 p.m. yesterday. So
Okay, that's a good girl, I guess. If going home at 9 o'clock, yeah. Okay. Next, come on, Miss Nurmi. Lately, how was the weekend, Miss Nurmi?
Yes, I spent my weekend just at home with my son. I was playing dinosaur with my son.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, thank you, Miss Nurmi. And then Miss Wiwit, how was the weekend, Miss Wiwit? Hello, Miss Wiwit.
Yes, sir.
Mhm.
I just did my weekend as usual, just staying at home and play with my daughter and my husband, and then cooking for them and ironing the clothes and do main thing as housewife, I think.
Okay, that's a fun thing to do. Yeah, cooking, playing with your kids, and then with your husband. Next, Miss Yani. What about your weekend, Miss Yani?
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. On Saturday after Zoom class, I have my niece wedding party. So we have family gathering on the wedding party. And on Sunday, there was my student's birthday in Mall Alam Sutra. So I came there with my daughter and we played in Fun World. Thank you, Mr. Sofian.
Okay, so your student got his or her birthday celebration at Mall Alam Sutra. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, nice one. Now, next, what about Miss Nikma? Hello, Miss Nikma. How was the weekend, Miss? Did you climb any mountain yesterday? Hello, Miss Nikma. Okay, can you guys hear my voice clearly?
Yes,
Why,
we do.
yeah, why Miss Nikma is not responding? Hello, Miss Nikma.
That action is freezing.
Okay, Miss Eliza then. How was the weekend, Miss Eliza? Any fun
Yes.
activities that you got
Yes,
with your
sir.
family?
Actually, my weekend was so good. Like usual, I take care of my children and then playing with them. Just like that.
Okay, that's a fun thing to do, yeah?
Yeah.
Taking care of your kids. And then Mr. Nabil
Yeah.
Rio. Hello, Mr. Nabil?
Yes.
How
Yes,
was
sir.
the weekend? How was the process
Yeah.
of collecting the money like we planned it yesterday?
Actually, yesterday I spent money, sir. I spent because I went to my parents' in-law house in Cipanas, and then yeah, I spent quite a lot. So that's why yesterday I write down money because I think I need to acquire some more money for that.
Okay, I
Okay.
guess your weekend it is for the debt collector thing. Yeah, come to a random house. Come on, pay the debt. Come on.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, more or
collecting
less.
money. Okay, thank you. And then Miss Nikma, hello. Can you hear my voice, Miss Nikma? Hello?
Hello.
Okay,
Can
how
you
was
hear
the
me?
weekend? Did you climb any mountain yesterday?
No. At my weekend, I visit my mom. At
Hmm.
near Chondet, and
Dear
then
Chonda.
yeah, I live. My mom live in Chondet because there are some reparation from the house because it's like rainy out indoor in my house because there's a what is that big problem with the ceiling, and there is a paralon like coming, like the paralon is kind of water apa ya, like broke, and then so much water coming to it. Then I have to help my mom, so I just accompany my mom then.
So you were a half blood, yeah, Mystic Mahab, yeah, not a pure blood of
Yeah.
Indonesian, yeah, Condet, yeah, it's Condet.
Yeah, my father actually is an Arabic. My mom is Javanese.
Oh, Javanese.
And then my grandfather from beside my mom is a Chinese. So I'm mixed.
Okay, so it is a mixed blood, yeah, Chinese,
Yeah.
Arabic.
Actually, I love to say I am Indonesian.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. That was quite fun kind of activities that you guys spend your weekend on. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
If you just have only have one parent, it's just a precious time to spend your whole time with him or her. I want to regret anything.
okay, that's a good point. Mystic perhaps, yeah. Okay, thank you everyone for sharing your weekend activities with me. And for your information, Miss Lily is still having, what is it? Still having the meeting with Satpol PP. Yeah, she told me that there's a briefing to all of their students, to all of her students. I have no idea what is it. Why Satpol PP come?
There are Satpol PP coming here too, sir.
Yeah, what was that? Why?
Oh, they're having a prevention, I believe, of like tawuran. I have no idea, but
yeah, because it is the
tawuran.
same also, Mr. Nabil Rido.
Yep, it happens in my school as well. So, Satpol PP goes to school. Yeah, yeah. They want their image to be known as a friendly staff. Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Yep.
I hope your student not gonna hide. Wow, look at that. They're gonna catch us. Okay. Okay, let's begin the session of the day here. Who will be the first to share their complete reflection? As I told you in our previous meeting, you guys may make it using PowerPoint maybe, or you can just simply give the oral explanations. I'm gonna start with Miss Wenda, I guess. Come on, Miss Wenda, you'll be the first to explain the reflection of your first teaching practice consists of the first meeting and then also second meeting. Come on, Miss Wenda.
Okay, sir. Permission to share screen.
Okay.
Can you say it clearly? Hello?
Okay, proceed, Miss Wenda.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, proceed. We can see your PowerPoint, please.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, I will explain reflection of my teaching and learning process in the first and second cycle. This is the first meeting and this is the second meeting. First meeting is on Thursday and the second meeting is on Friday. The material that I taught to my students at what are you doing? Verbs, adjectives, rooms at home. So this is the lacks and obstacles. In the first cycle of teaching and learning process, there are several obstacles and lacks that I face. They are here. The first, I use a lot of Indonesian in the learning process, but actually I worried whether I have to use full English or full Indonesian because in my school this is the first time to use English, sir. I have told you before, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first year after a long time my school use English anymore. So I am a room teacher for the 5th grade. So my principal asked me to be the English teacher for the 4th grade, 2 classes. So this is the first time in my school to use that. So I've ever tried to use full English to my students, but they say that Miss nggak ngerti, boring Miss. Jadi so I change it to Indonesian and then translate it a little bit to English, like what I've done in the teaching and learning process. So that's why I choose Indonesian a lot and translate it a little bit in English. And then there are limitless footage angle because of limitless devices. So I choose 2 laptop and 1 camera, handphone camera, and I asked my friend to set it, and maybe if you see my footage, there are in the first day, maybe it's a bit what I say, bad angle, because from the camera you can see the bad hat of my students, or I just put the camera in the wrong place, maybe, but not me. My friend said that it's a best angle, but when I check it after I record the video, I saw that the angle is pretty bad, sir. So the angle is a bit what I say bad. This is because the limitless devices. And then I prepare many worksheets without considering time management. So I have so many worksheets that I want to give to my students, but it's ended with 2 worksheets that I gave to them, because that time management without I considering that. And then the condition outside was really noisy. I told you before that I was a homeroom teacher for the 5th grade. So my students from that class always come to the class and said, Miss, what I have to do next, Miss, just open the door and call my name, Miss, and like that. So it's a bit noisy outside. And then the students and I didn't use various kind of electronic devices, sir. I've told you before, I teach in Chilincing, it's really difficult for the students to bring their gadget, for bring their handphone. So I just use a handphone and then projector, and I use my own laptop, and then I present to them the material as good as I can to them. So I didn't use their own handphone. For example, I tried to use quizzes in my learning process, but my students can't bring their handphone to school, so I just show them quizzes, and then they have to play with me from one device that I use. That's sir, and this is the second cycle. This is the obstacle and lacks that I face. I use Indonesian a lot. There are limitless footage. It's a bad angle, but in the second cycle, I think it's better angle because I prepare it for a bit longer. So I think the angle is better than the first day. And then the condition inside is too real, because the students who got really excited in shooting process, when I told them that we will shoot for the video in YouTube, they always excited. And maybe if you can see, my students always look at the camera and say, and do the gesture. Yes, because they are really like to be shoot. So I don't know, maybe there are several times as you can see that my students always look at the camera and give the hand like this to the camera or something else, maybe. And then the students and I didn't use various kind of electronic devices like I told you before. That's a lot and obstacles that I face in the first and the second cycle. And if I'm not wrong, you asked me to present a little bit about teaching and learning in the next step. This is what I will teach in the teaching and learning chapter 1, what are you doing? Present continuous tense. I will teach present continuous tense. This one is learning objective. Peserta didik mampu menuliskan kalimat, and peserta didik mampu mengungkapkan aktivitas menggunakan verb ing. I will use problem-based learning. This cycle one. In the opening will be greeting, praying, changes to the attendance, perception, and telling learning objective. This is for the main activities, singing a song from the book, learning materials. I will use Canva, quizzes, online and offline. As I told you before, that there are limitless electronic devices, so I will use quizzes in my laptop, and I will show them from projector, and I will give them the worksheet. The worksheet will be same as what I show in the projector, and then the materials that I will teach them is subject to be and verb ing. The closing, it will be worksheet and remembering the material, and then it will be closed by praying. In the cycle 2, that will be opening, greeting, praying, main activities, learning materials, Canva and video from YouTube, guessing what someone doing, and mix and match words according to the video. So I will show them the video, and I will give them a piece of paper that they have to arrange it to the correct sentences. This is the closing, worksheet, remembering the material, and praying. The devices that I will use in the second teaching and learning is 2 laptops, Zoom and learning material, 2 camera, handphone, 1 angle and 1 moving, my projector, presentation pointer, and editing. I will use Canva, CapCut, or Clipchamp. That's all, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss Wenda, for sharing your reflection based on first and second meeting of your teaching practice. Yeah, everyone, let's give a round of applause for Miss Wenda, please. Yeah, for sharing her reflections. Yeah, since Miss Lady is not joining yet, maybe she will give you more suggestions. Yeah, next one she'll join with us. From me, Miss Wenda, to be honest, looking at your classroom, well, we conducted the sit-in process with Miss Lily. I guess you need to, what is it? You need to more, what is it? The talking with your students, yeah? Because it seems like you're the one that talk every single time. It is not a student-centered kind of teaching and learning, but it's a teacher-centered. Yeah, look like you're the one that gave them the instruction, the first point, second point till the last point. There are no such kind of the, what is it? Such kind of the interaction that purely from the students. Yeah. So I want you to please try to consider a good kind of stimulations, yeah, for the second cycle of your teaching practice. Yeah, I hope there will be a chance for the students. They're going to have to tell you what to do. Not you are going to be the one telling them, okay, you have to do this, you have to do that. Okay, Miss Wenda. One more time, it is not a student-centered kind of teaching and learning. Yeah, it seems like you are the one that handling everything. Yeah, and when you try to talk more to your students, it's gonna force them, I guess. Yeah, the example of the activities that I saw when you try to give a correction time for the student. They have to switch their answers, right? And then maybe you can make a various kind of correction thing with your students. Not only, okay, now you're gonna exchange your answer sheet and then you're going to make a correction for that, but you may come with several or various kind of the correction for your students. Okay, Miss Wenda, and then the angle, I guess, yeah, totally agree with what you mentioned it earlier. The angle that we saw from your video is only from the back, I guess, and then you have some kind of trouble with your in focus, I guess, yeah, and then you try to ask the help with the peers, with your fellow teacher, I guess, and then it's a little bit difficult for us to see what is it that you show in your PowerPoint presentation in your in focus. To be honest, that's not clear. Now we can see it clear enough because it is only the, what is it? It is only the light that we can see from the Zoom. Yeah, maybe when you're going to use the PowerPoint presentation using the in focus, one of the cameras try to make it closer so we can also get the point. What is it that you are explaining to the PowerPoint? Okay, Miss Venda. And then next one, yeah, this will be your big homework, I guess. How that you're going to manage, class management. How that you're going to manage your students. They will be they'll become the active students, and then not only because you guys record this teaching practice, but because it is an interesting kind of teaching and learning. So we can see the vibe of a good teaching and learning in your teaching practice. Okay, Miss Wenda, I guess that's all from me, and then best of luck, I guess, for the second cycle of your teaching practice. One more time, let's give a round of applause, everyone, for Miss Wenda. Thank you very much, for sharing your reflection. Next, please, who will be the next? Come on. It will be Miss Wiwit. Come on, Miss Wiwit. Hello, come on.
Yes, sir. Permission to share my screen first.
Okay, proceed, please.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Mr. Sofian and other participants, I just want to share about my first teaching practice. But before I share what I did in first teaching practice, I want to say that I faced a lot of problems during my teaching practice, of course. Okay, the first about the preparation. As already told in meeting before we do the teaching practice, I said that there is no student in my school because there were in a super camp event started from 12 to 13 October, and honestly, I'm very confused at that time. I didn't know what should I do and what students should I take for my teaching practice. But finally, I used my student neighbor to do my teaching practice. I asked the homeroom teacher and I asked the principal to borrow some student for support my teaching practice. And so I borrowed 10 students because at that time Mr. Sofian said that at least only 10 students in my class. It's okay, so I borrowed 10 students to join in my teaching practice. I think this is very short time because we do the pengantar teaching practice in Tuesday, and then we do teaching practice in Tuesday. I think I just have one day for preparing anything, and I never teach the student, of course, and I never meet, I never know what the student will I accompany with what I teach in my teaching practice, but I try to meet them in what is it? Mm, the day before teaching practice, and I introduce myself, and then I told to them what will we do, and I told to them what have they to do, and etc. And the next day, okay, they come to my school, but uh, something happened to my school because there is no student and there are only 4 teachers who didn't join into the camp. So I come to school earlier to prepare anything. I come at 7:30, I guess, and what is it? I cannot turn on the lamp. I cannot turn on the Wi-Fi in my school because there were electrical short circuit, I think, conslet in my school in that morning. Jadi di pagi hari di sekolah saya itu terjadi konslet listrik, so I couldn't use the class, I couldn't use the lamp, and I couldn't use the Wi-Fi. Of course, that's made me very nervous and what is it? I don't know what should I do. It's very disgusting about what should I prepare for my PPL because in the day before I already set the class and I already set what should I take the report so all the students can see in the camera. But that class, I couldn't use that class. So again, I borrow the class from my school neighbor, and I use my data connection from my phone, and then yeah, the teaching practice could do, but I think it's far from the word good. I think because that's not my own student, I couldn't like not really natural, I think, because I'm afraid the student could deliver my teaching process. The student getting nervous because they were not that they were shoot with the camera and they were not that there were someone who looked at them. I think they were very nervous too. And the first teaching practice I'm doing far from the word good. Maybe Mr. Sofian or Miss Lily look at my first teaching practice is really far from good, and then lack of preparation because my heart is not really good, I think. And then the device, actually I already prepared 3 smartphone, one for webcam Zoom, and then one from recording from the first and the last, and then the one smartphone for mobile recording. But unfortunately, again, my other device is couldn't. I think that's broken. I cannot use that phone, and then I borrow again the other smartphone from my friends. And then the computer, I think the laptop that I use is about 5, I think. The one for the presentation, one from Zoom, and then 3 for group discussion, because I borrow the students, so I should prepare anything for them. I couldn't ask them to bring it, so I prepare anything by myself. Okay, and then the activities, I think this is also still teacher center, because yeah, I'm afraid the student couldn't deliver my material I delivered to them, and then the time management, I couldn't sure that I use the best time management according to my lesson plan. Yeah, something like that. And the next problem coming when I knew that the next day my borrow student, siswa yang saya pinjam, the next day they were school off. Jadi di hari berikutnya siswa yang saya pinjam itu mereka libur, karena because the teacher want to prepare for the report result of midterm test. Jadi karena hari Sabtu akan pembagian raport, so the student couldn't come to school, and I think saya tidak bisa meminta mereka. I don't have to permission to ask them to come to school, only to join my teaching practice, because they were not my own student. I have to ask permission to the principal again, the homeroom, and of course I asked them to do online classes, but they were have another activities. So maybe Mr. Sofian and Ms. Riley and other participants in the second meeting, I used different students. And the first meeting I used 10 students, and the second meeting I used only 6 students. That's my own student that just coming from super camp, and I think they were still very tired, but they want to help me. And then I do teaching and online classes, and the activities, the time management, I think it's still the same, because I'm really sorry that my condition almost good, because the kejadian in the day before. So I do in online classes, and Mr. Sofian and Miss Lely come to my class, and I think they can say that I still use teacher center. And then what my next problem is about the editing, because in Saturday when I try to download Filmora, I think something viruses infected my PC, and my data was lost, almost all my data, including my video, including my task from the first PPG. I think all was gone. And yeah, of course, maybe yesterday Mr. Sofian said why I think my face is not really good, because I still accepting all the thing happened to me till today. So the result of my first teaching, or the product of my first teaching practice is, yeah, I could say that it's apa adanya, because I think maybe I got very disappointed to me and maybe getting minder to all the participants who make any video, any teaching practice so clearly, very good, but I did it far from the word good. I think that's all, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss Wiwit Nur Hidayah. Let's give round of applause everyone for Miss Wiwit. Yeah, thank you for sharing your reflection. Yeah, to be honest, Miss Wiwit, it's kind of random. Yeah, for the first cycle of your teaching practice. Yeah, for the first teaching practice, you have the difficulties in finding your real students. Yeah, because all of these students went to what is it? Went to the camp or what they have such kind of program. Yeah, and you can use your real students while teaching while teaching them, and then the second meeting of your teaching practice also the same. It is an online meeting, and to be honest, that's a random kind of online meeting, yeah, with Nur Hidayah, because maybe you haven't prepared your set of document based on the action plan for the online meeting. So you just try to make the offline kind of set of document, and then you try to distribute that one to your students. Yeah, that's why comparing your first meeting and then second meeting, to be honest, we are expecting it will be an improvement. Yeah, from the first meeting, but your second meeting here is an online one, and then it's too usual, I guess. Yeah, for the online teaching and learning that you deliver for your students. And then I hope for the next, you're going to have a backup plan. Yeah, a backup plan for the second cycle. What I mean by the backup plan here, for example, if you don't have any real student with you, so you are going to have 10 or 11 students that are going to help you out here to conduct the second cycle of your teaching practice. And then it will be the same also when you try to save all of the progress from your footage, yeah, from the video. Maybe you can save it to the online one, yeah. Try to save the document using a cloud one, yeah, Mr. Nabil. So if there's some kind of infected by virus, or you have some kind of missing document, missing file based on the video that you already recorded, so you still can get it from the cloud one. Yeah, if you just save all the things through all the things in your laptop, in your computer, and then when you got attacked by the virus, so that will be a massive disaster, I guess, for you. Okay, Miss Wiwit Nur Hidayah, and then you don't have to think about that one anymore, yeah, because it's done. Yeah, so you just have to prepare for the next, okay, for the second cycle of your teaching practice. Yeah, and I hope you're going to have a better, a proper kind of second cycle for the teaching practice. Yeah, best of luck for that one, Miss Wiwit Nur Hidayah. Let's give a round of applause, everyone, for Miss Wiwit Nur Hidayah. Yeah, I hope you're not gonna be sad anymore. Yeah, because look at your face. It is because of crying. I can't imagine what will be the reaction that you got, Miss Novia. All the data that you recorded, and then you're going to use it to submit the assignment, to submit the worksheet, and then it's gone. And it's infected by the deadly virus, so you can use it. Yeah, I guess that should be really stressful for you. Yeah, Miss Wiwit Nur Hidayah. And then the rest of you guys, I hope you're going to have a backup plan. Yeah, you're going to have a close kind of saving, yeah. So you can save all your progress, all of the video. Try to save your progress based on the recording of the video through Google Drive. That should be okay. Yeah, and try to use your, what is it, your email, yeah, or any kind of cloud saving. So that should be a great idea for you to have a backup. Okay. Thank you, Miss Hidayah, one more time for the sharing. Yeah. Okay, let's go with the next participant, please. Next participant here, it will be Miss Nurmi, I guess. Come on, Miss Nurmi. And Miss
Yes.
Lily is not joining yet. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for the chance.
Okay.
Let me share my presentation. Okay. This is my presentation about the reflection of teaching practice 1. And I quote some this sentence: experience is the best teacher for us. And I learned also from the experience of the whole participant here. The first problem that I noticed from my teaching practice is about time management, because I spend longer time than I planned before. I spent 90 minutes, but in my lesson plan, I only need 80 minutes. Because I choose the games that it takes much time. I chose ABC 5 numbers. It takes much time, I think, and then the student worksheet. It's so many questions in my student worksheet, I think. And then my fellow teachers suggest me that I have to choose another game or ice breaking for the next meeting, and then make simpler student worksheet than before. And then something that I noticed from my teaching practice is class management. It's about students group. Each group had too many members. Yeah, each group has 6 students. And I think there are 1 or 2 students didn't contribute to their group, and my fellow teacher suggest me to divide students into 6 groups instead of 5. So each group has only 4 or 5 members, and then yes, only that I noticed in generally, Mr. And what do you think about my video of teaching practice? Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss Nurmi Lely. To be honest, when you conducted your teaching practice, I hope you're going to use a better gears with you or a better camera with you, yeah? Because we can see your beautiful face, your students clearly. It seems like you really need to update the gears, the set of camera that you use. Okay, and then after that one, it will be the same also the angle that you chose. Yeah, I hope it will be not a single kind of angle from the back of the students. I hope you're going to have it from the side of the students, here from the front of the students. That should be better. Yeah. And then next one, based on your time management, the suggestion, I guess it will be the same like the previous that I shared to your friend. Yeah, you maybe can ask some of your students to give you a reminder. Yeah, okay, miss, we are going to have 5 minutes more for the ice breaking. We are going to have 10 minutes more for the main activities, and then blah blah blah.
Okay.
Okay, Miss Nurbilali, and then I guess that's all for the feedback from me from your teaching practice, the first cycle. Let's give a round of applause, everyone, for Miss Nurbilali. Okay, come on. Yeah, next we are going to have how many members? Come on. It will be Miss Eliza, I guess, yeah? Miss Eliza, come on, Miss Eliza.
I did it yesterday, so
Okay, so it's not Miss Eliza. Anyone else? Anyone, please? Hello? Miss Girimanik, I guess. What about Miss Girimanik? Have you shared your reflection, Miss Girimanik?
Yes, sir. I haven't shared my reflection yesterday.
Okay.
So I meant yesterday meeting, so now I will share my reflection, but I think I just want to, what is that? Like curhat
Okay. Wait a
without
second.
using
Who is not here with
PowerPoint.
us now?
Miss Yani, sir.
Oh yeah, Miss Robayan and Nancy. Okay. Come on, Miss Girimanik.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm not using PPG right now, but I just want to curhat. Okay. Yeah. Uh, at first, I told you that my students were not in school because they were on TAFIS camp, right? So that was, what is that? I was so mess. I cried because I don't know what to do. Okay. But thanks to my friends here, because they support me. And then one of, I mean, one of my friends here, they offer me to lend her students. Yeah. Okay. And I have so many options at that time. I really I really need to go, I mean, to follow my student to come to, what is that? To Puncak, to Puncak. But uh I can't do that because on Friday on Friday they were not at school. On Thursday they went to Jakarta. So I can't do anything. I couldn't do anything. And then my principal offered me a solution to borrow to have students on junior high school, student from senior high school. Yeah. Uh, there was obstacle because I need to, what is that? To handle some permission to discuss with another principal. But yeah, Alhamdulillah, I had their student. So um actually if I did the PPL with my real student, it's not really difficult because I know them and they know me gitu. But it was really difficult for me to handle the student that I never met before, sir. So what is that? I conduct, I mean, I, I discussed with them. I met the student from senior high school. I talked to them that I really need their help to, what is that? To do this PPL. Okay. So at the first meeting, that was on Thursday, right? That was on Thursday. The material is about analytical exposition. Analytical exposition, and the obstacle that I had is I have to translate into Indonesia whenever I give instruction because I was afraid if they didn't catch the meaning, if they didn't understand about what I say. And then there is only one person to help me to move the camera, but he couldn't move the camera because the room was so small. Okay, as you can see at Zoom, the room was so small. And then I prepared some worksheet with a lot of questions that I didn't think with the time management. so it was really hectic. And then they were really confused because they are junior high school who never give such a complicated question. But yeah, uh, we were success, but with a lot of obstacle at that time. And then I had trouble with the internet connection that I couldn't access to the studio assembler, and also some students that had the gadget, okay, because I asked them to to bring the gadget, at least one cell phone in one group. But the problems came because they couldn't access the studio assembler because they didn't have enough. Okay, and then I need to ask the homeroom teacher to lend the cell phone. And then because my yayasan is what is that is Sunnah school, so they rarely have have I mean jarang di shoot gitu untuk wajah, for especially for akhwat, especially for women, untuk student yang akhwat gitu. And then they were really shy to show up because they rarely do this kind of thing. And yeah, and then in the second meeting, I moved to another class that has because I need to I need to have more space, so I moved to another room. I lent my room in senior high school. Yeah, and then it in one it what is that? Berjalan dengan baik ya. It run well, and also I only I was help on one person because there's no one here. I mean, my friends in senior high school, they went to Puncak, and the problem is I was difficult to edit the video because I need to give some detail on that video, sir. Yeah, that was my obstacle, but I hope in a second cycle I have to do my best, and I have my real student. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Ms. Giri Manik, for sharing your reflection with us. Let's give a round of applause, everyone, for Ms. Giri Manik. To be honest, Ms. Giri Manik, me and then also Miss Lally, we kind of disappointed with the process that you conducted for the teaching practice. Yeah. Because first of all, I do expect you're going to have the talk with your principal, the talk with your fellow teachers, and then also the talk with the students. So you can you can build, you can do the teaching practice here without any problems. Yeah, but it seems like it's really difficult to your school, and then also to your student, to your fellow teacher, to help you out in making sure that your teaching practice, it will be based on what you expected. Yeah. Maybe because of the, I have no idea what was the problem. So what was the things that lead the problems out for you, Ms. Kirimanik? Yeah, I really hope, next for the second cycle, there will be no such kind of the problems. Yeah, there will be no such kind of the same schedule that you got, yeah, because you already got the schedule of this PPG Daljab starting with the first subject, second subject, and then third subject for the teaching practice, yeah, and you have to manage the things so you can, what is it, you can make it based on this schedule. Okay, Miss Girimanik, and then I hope since your first cycle here is a random one, I guess, yeah, and you have many things, yeah, to revise for the second cycle. I hope you can do better, yeah, for the next cycle of your teaching practice, yeah. And if we talk about the problem, I guess all of us facing the same kind of problems, difficulties in finding the students, and then after that one, how that we're going to manage the schedule with us. All of us, we having the same kind of problem. The difference is how that we try to find the solution of it. Okay, Miss Kirmanik, I guess best of luck,
Thank
Miss,
you.
for the second teaching practice, yeah, for the second cycle. Let's give a round of applause, everyone, for Miss Kirmanik, yeah. And then I guess the last one, it will be Miss Yani, right? Or you share your reflection, Miss Yani? Hello, Miss Yani, you already share your reflections?
Okay. Is the screen clear to see? To be seen? Hello?
Not yet, no.
Is my... Oh. Okay. Transformation to share screen. What about? Okay. Actually, I am sharing screen and transformation.
Miss Yani,
I'm
Miss
okay.
Yani, I guess you don't have to share the screen because it's
Oh.
difficult. Okay, come on, try it now.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I'd like to share my experience in teaching practice. We have conducted 2 weeks ago. For the participants of my teaching practice was primary 2 students. On the day 1, it consists of 12 students, and on the day 2, it consists of 14 students. Okay, I like to share my experience on day 1. I must admit that I was so nervous at the time. It was the first that will be observed by our lecturer and our teacher. So I was so nervous, and I also should be ready with many devices that I was preparing 2 laptops and 2 cameras from phone. And the problem came up when I tried to install on camera, one of application that support recording and connect to the audio device like Boya. But unfortunately, because I forgot to set the external sound source, so the recording doesn't
Yeah, wait
have
a second.
voice.
Is it me only that Miss Yani is freezing? Yeah, you're not moving at all. Yeah. Is it me only, or the rest of you guys looking at the same?
Yeah, you're looking the same.
Yes, Miss Yani is freezing.
Oh,
Okay, make it short, please, Miss Yani. Okay, only the most important one. Come on.
okay. So actually, On the first day, also my cameraman forgot to stand by. And then I also had a problem with the angle of my laptop to have Zoom. But fortunately, on the day one, I have more preparation, which means my cameraman is ready to stand by, and I also ready with the angle of my laptop to the observers, and I guess my teaching learning in the class are more attractive for my students. So they are more attractive to have games and to compete to be the winner. And for about that time management, fortunately, because I have managed it, the time is faster than that should be, because my students are very enthusiastic to get the quiz for the games. I think that's enough, Mr. Sofian.
Hello, Miss Yani, that's all?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. It's kind of weird because
I'm so sorry.
Okay, let's give a round of applause, everyone, for Miss Rabayani Sagiro. Thank you for sharing your reflections, Miss Yani. To be honest, there are several things that you really need to think, for the second cycle of the teaching practice. First of all, it will be about the interactions that you build with the students. I hope you're going to build more or various kind of the interactions, with the students. Okay, building the interactions. Second one, about your time management, I guess you need to do a trial first with your students. Okay, Miss Yani, do a trial first and then try to set one or two of the students to make you as the reminder every single time that you have the meeting. Okay, and then the third one, maybe for the video, I hope you're going to have a better kind of editing, Miss Robayani Sogiro, a better kind of editing, and then if you think it's difficult for you to make the editing video process, you can ask your husband maybe, or you can ask Mr. Nabil here to help you out with the video editing. Mr. Nabil, can you help Miss Yani out? Okay. And then and the next one, Ms. Robayani Sogiro, hopefully for the next cycle, for the second cycle of your teaching practice, you are going to have the courage, the courage to, to attract your students to be more fun in teaching and learning, to bring a joyful kind of learning for the students. Okay, Miss Yani? I guess that's enough from me. And let's give a round of applause, everyone. One more time for Miss Rabayani Sagiro.
Thank you, Mr. Sofian and
Okay.
other.
And it's look like no more students that's gonna share the reflections. Do you guys have any question? If there are no question, I guess we can go back with your guys' activity in teaching your students. Come on. Miss Giri, do you have any questions? No, Miss?
No, thank you, sir.
Miss Brenda, hello. Do you have any questions? No?
I want to ask you something, sir.
Okay, what is it?
Tomorrow, I think we will have Zoom again, sir.
Yeah.
So what will we discuss?
Tomorrow it will be the preparation for the second cycle. Preparation, a briefing for you guys to prepare your second cycle of the teaching practice. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and then the preparation, maybe it will be only 1 hour, 1.5 hours. We're not gonna make it 2 or 3 hours. The most important things tomorrow, you are going to have the discussion first about what kind of the preparations based on your guys' experience on the first cycle. Yeah, and then after that you're going to consult, you're going to discuss it with Mr. Nabil here as your guys class key plus leader, what kind of the schedule that you're going to make, yeah, for the second cycle of the teaching practice. Okay, Miss Brenda. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, next please, Miss Novia, do you have any questions? No?
I do have one question, sir.
What is it?
For the second cycle, I believe we are going to do the same thing like we did. But however, I do have this kind of like a technical problem, but my student is going to have a pelantikan OSIS on Friday after the ceremonial of ini Sumpah Pemuda. So I maybe I would like to ask if can I shoot or can I use the laboratorium, sir, laboratorium IPA because it is soundproof. Can I just use it there? I mean, like stay there because.
Okay, that's you may use any kind of thing, any kind of language lab, any kind of device, any kind of gears, that should be okay. Yeah, Miss Novia Sari, as long as you can provide the best and then a proper kind of video for us. Okay, Miss Novia? Okay, I guess that's enough, everyone, because I have to attend a training, and then today it is an opening for the training for the Jakarta's teacher. Yeah, it will be an innovative teaching and learning model, especially for the senior high school teacher. Yeah. Okay, everyone. Thank you very much for attending our second day of the reflections. Hopefully, based on the reflection, the first and then second day of the reflections, you guys will have the opportunity to bring, yeah, to build a better kind of video, a better kind of teaching practice for the second cycle. Yeah. Thank you very much, everyone. And then let's close our session here by reciting Alhamdulillah together. Yeah, Alhamdulillah. Thank you very much. And then see you guys tomorrow for the preparation of the second cycle. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Sofian.